Okay, this is the hands-on equations, multiplying and dividing homework. Let's start with number 2. When I look at question number 2, it says we have to solve and check these. So there's nothing that I can do in the numerator, but there is something I can simplify in the denominator. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to bring down the n, and then I'm going to do this 4 plus 3 is 7. And that's all equal to 49. Now it looks like the equations that we started learning today. If I'm trying to get n by itself, I need to do the opposite of divide by 7, which is to multiply by 7. And whatever I do on this side, I have to make sure I do over here. 7 divided by 7, those will reduce, and I'm left with n. And now 49 times 7 is 343. So now I have to check if that's the actual value for n. So the first thing I'm going to do is write my equation. N divided by 4 plus 3 equals 49. Now I'm going to substitute in. So in place of n, I'm going to write 343 divided by 4 plus 3 is 7. We're hoping is 49. Now, I don't know that off the top of my head, so I'm going to come down here and do 343 divided by 7. You can't just write down 49 equals 49. You have to actually check it. So 7 goes into 34 4 times, and I get 28. When I subtract, I get 6. Bring down the 3. 7 times 9 is 63. So that does come out, 49 equals 49. It does check. All right, let's go down to number 6. So before I can solve, I have to do what's inside the parentheses. So in the parentheses, I have 17 minus 13. That is 4 times g should be 16. So now if I'm trying to get the g by itself, I have to do the opposite of times 4, which is to divide by 4 on both sides. The 4's will reduce to 1g, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. So now I'm going to check. I'm going to rewrite, my equation. 17 minus 13 times g equals 16. Now I'm going to substitute in. 17 minus 13 times 4, we're hoping is 16. Now don't just write 16 equals 16. We have to actually solve. 17 minus 13 is 4 times 4, 16. And now 4 times 4 is 16. 16 equals 16, so it checks. You have to make sure you actually work it out. All right, flip to the back. Let's go to question number 12. All right, number 12, before I can do anything, I have to simplify. So I'm going to keep the r, but I can simplify 8 divided by 2 to be 4. I'm going to bring down the equals 12. Now, to solve for r, I've got to do the opposite of divide by 4, which is multiply by 4. Whatever I do to this side, I have to do over here. The 4's will reduce, and I'm left with r equals 48. Now I'm going to check, bring my equation over. R divided by 8 divided by 2 should be 12. Now I'm going to substitute in place of r, I'm going to put 48 divided by 8 divided by 2 is 4. We're hoping that equals 12. Well, if you don't know that off the top of your head, you can't just write 12 equals 12. We actually have to see if it's correct. So 4 goes into 4 once, subtract, 8 comes down, 4 goes into 8 2 times. So I do get 12, so that proves that I'm right. Okay, so make sure before you start doing the opposite of multiplying and dividing, you simplify any operations that you see in the equation. Hopefully that helps. Good luck.